Yo, what is going on, traders? So I am trying to get $1 million funded with a single prop firm, and it is the end of week 3. So I'm going to show you the current progress I'm in. Have I passed any challenges? Have I failed any challenges? We'll just take a look at the overall progress I've made so far with this challenge of hitting $1 million funded with Funded Hive. Now, Funded Hive is the only prop firm I'm going to do this with because literally any other prop firm would ban me if I had $1 million of funded capital with their demo-based systems. But as you know, Funded Hive A-books, they're funded traders trades. So they have no reason to ban you because they get a cut of the profit split as well. So yeah, the progress is looking pretty good if you ask me. So if we look on the dashboard here, I have 7 challenges in phase 2, which is crazy. So I've passed 7 phase 1s and I have 4 in phase 1 still, but they're all in the profit. And I have a single funded, which I got funded about a week ago. Now, if you don't know, at the end of week 1, I had mismanaged the risk on my expert advisor and I breached 9 accounts. So if I didn't do that, I would probably be pretty close to $1 million funded right now, which is crazy to think about. Potentially, I could have gotten $1 million funded in 3 weeks, but that's okay. The progress is already looking great anyway. Real quick, the challenge type I'm taking with Funded Hive is the 100K two-step classic. It's $4.99, but with the promo code welcome, you can get it for $400. And this is by far the best two-step model of almost every prop firm. You need 8% for the phase 1, 6% for the phase 2, and they have 10% overall static drawdown. So super solid, classic Forex challenge type that I'd like to take. These accounts, once you get funded with them, they last a long time because of the 10% drawdown. So you can actually get this cheaper. So if you're like a long-term trader with Funded Hive, anytime you purchase with your MetaMask wallet and Ethereum, or anytime you pass a challenge, you'll get Hive coins, right? So Hive coins look like this here. You can see down at the bottom here, where's Hive coin? Here, you see this? I have 12,000 Hive coin. That's a lot because, I passed a lot of challenges in the past and you get a bunch of Hive coin. But the thing about Hive coin is when you go to checkout, you can deduct up to 50% of the challenge cost with your Hive coin. So if you're a long-term trader with them, you're always going to have Hive coin. And I literally get all of my two-step classic challenges now for $250 each, which is cheaper by far than any other prop firm. Okay, so they really reward people that stick with them, which I really like, right? Return customers and all that stuff they care about. So let's take a look at my Metacopier. So I run all these challenges that you see here. I run them on a single expert advisor for MT5. All right, it is my PFK Alpha expert advisor that I designed for prop firms. I adjusted the risk for these Hive challenges to 2.5% per trade, right? My MT5 account, and then I copy trade to all my C Trader accounts because right now Funded Hive only has C Trader. I think they're getting MT5 in the future, but for now, this is easy, right? I have a MT5 to C Trader copy trader, and yeah, super simple to set up. And this copy trader is good because I can set the risk individually for each account. I can scale it up, I can scale it down, I can put daily profit targets, daily loss limits on each individual account. So it makes a huge difference, especially when you're dealing with consistency or trading days or anything like that. So let's take a look. This is the Metacopier. So first, let's take a look at my expert advisor and look at the results. So it is running so hot right now. I almost can't even believe it. I'm risking 2.5% per trade because the max loss per trade on Funded Hive is 3%. So I went with 2.5% per trade. And in 3 weeks, this 100K account that I'm running the EEA on is at $28,000 profit, 28% profit. And that's not just from one lucky trade. This is a bunch of trades, right? With the edge playing out over time. So I target around 4,000. I lose around 2,500. So like a 1.7 R. It trades gold only. but you know, we have other assets available in different set files on our dashboard for all our members. So yeah, 28,000 is crazy. So if we go back to the dashboard here, we can see, you see if there's a 2 beside it right here? Well, that means that's a phase 2. So check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 phase 2s are already 4% in the profit. I need 6% to pass. Now I hard stopped it there. I hard stopped it because I need 2 more profitable days of 1%. So on Monday, because it's Friday now, on Monday, I'll target 1% profit, hit a trading day, and then Tuesday I'll hit another 1% profit, hit a trading day. The probability of me hitting those 2 trading days, quite high. And if you think about it, because I have 10% static drawdown, right? 10% static drawdown, and I have 4% profit on the 100K account, I am 14% away from breaching the account. I'm 2% away from passing the account. So the probability of me passing is significantly higher than failing. Okay, so think of it in terms like that. Now, this is another thing to point out. You see these accounts where the 100,000 is at starting balance? Well, that's because I just passed these 4 phase 1s today, and Funded Hive uses the same account number and just resets the balance to starting balance. So all of these are now in the phase 2, ready to go for next week. And then these 4 accounts down here are the phase 1s that I have left. And check it out, they are all almost 6% in the profit. So I have a really good shot of passing these phase 1s too. Everything's winning, and that's what happens when you copy trade a single demo account to a bunch of 100K accounts. You know, if the EA runs hot, then this happens, and it is so powerful. So if I have a good run next week, I could be getting close to $1 million funding, which is crazy that I could achieve that in a month. I thought it would take 3 months, 4 months. You know, $1 million funding is a lot of freaking money. Like, a lot of money. Think about how much 1% profit is on $1 million. It is $10,000. I make 1% on that $1 million. That is $10,000 to me. After the profit split, it's $7,000 US. So I'm Canadian. That's about 10,000 Canadian. So I like to do that mental gymnastics to make myself feel better about the profit split. So yeah, so we'll see how next week goes. I'll put another video up the end of week number 4. Week number 4 starts next week. This has been rolling for 3 weeks exactly, pretty much. So great results for 3 weeks. I will leave the link to my EA, to Funded Hive, in the description of the video. So let's see how it goes, but it looks pretty good, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.